Okay, welcome back to class. Once again, I am Adiswa Onedi Stepped Up Nurse, and in this video, I'll be sharing with you how I successfully recorded achievements every year. Immediately, I started branding myself. Immediately, I started personal branding, business branding, and corporate branding. My personal brand is me. My business brand is Stepped Up Global Consults, and my corporate brand is Pregnancy Support Foundation, right? So when I began to brand, I began to see reasons to impact the lives of people more and more. I began to see reasons to put myself out there, and I began to see reasons to carry out activities that led to achievements, right? Now, when I started out, I didn't start with the mindset, oh, I want to achieve something, I want to achieve, but I started with the mindset of I want to get this thing done. Right? Okay, I started out actively even before I started branding. I started business first. I started a multi-level marketing business, and then I had the mindset that okay, I can conquer this thing. I can onboard people into this business and teach them how to do well in this business also, right? So I created a WhatsApp platform. Myself and my husband were very much together in the business, right? So we started carrying out Zoom calls every day. We started delivering daily Zoom calls. These Zoom calls usually lasted 1 hour, sometimes 2 hours, sometimes 2.5 hours, enlightening people that registered in this business. It's a health brand. It was a health brand, so our brand was a sub brand under that brand. And we started teaching people, coaching people every day on what to do to sell their products, what to do to onboard clients, to get customers on board. And that was how things began to change for me. But before this time, in 2019, I was pregnant. I went into tailoring, right? I learned from a fashion school how to make clothes, right? So after I learned for 6 months, I think in the 6th month, I went to be on my own. My husband got me a sewing machine. I started making clothes. So I started my brand, Prokakasa, which means beautiful house. I started to make children's clothing and package it for sale. That's what I was doing. And then after that, I started making nursing covers to cover babies. If you check I have a Facebook page for it, and the Facebook page is still alive till today, but I don't post on it anymore. So we're making nursing covers, we're packaging it, very nice packaging. I still sell my I still sold my nursing cover a few weeks ago to somebody, right? So I had nursing covers and it was really exceptional, right? It was really, really exceptional. And when we went to get the package in the market, a lot of people were suggesting to us to get something substandard. I said, no, I will not get something substandard when it comes to my brand. I need to do something. At that time, I didn't even know much about branding. I was just doing, but I knew that this was a business that I wanted to take far into my future, right? So I decided to be intentional about it. We got lots of packages. We did dozens and dozens, and I had to employ people to work with me. So that was how I began. That's how I became an employer of labor, and started paying my workers to make nursing covers. We package them, I market them on Facebook and Instagram, and then sold to people. That was where my capacity became expanded. So that was how I started building capacity and became a person that achieves things every time. I usually gave myself deadlines to meet. I think that built a culture inside of me, right? And I carried it on like that, right? So that was in 2019, 2020, 2019, 2020. Then 2020, yes. Then I moved. 2019, yes. In 2019, I moved to the north from the west. I resigned from my place of work, where I was working in a teaching hospital. I had worked for 6 years there, right? Before I worked there, I had worked in private hospitals before, right? I'd worked with the military. I've worked in a normal private hospital before I now went to work in the teaching hospital, state teaching hospital. Then I resigned after 6 years and came to join my husband in the north. I've been in the north for close to 5 years now, right? This is my 5th year now. So it's been a very powerful journey. Now in 2021, I started Pregnancy Support Foundation with my corporate brand, and I needed to learn a lot of things. I had a mentor, right, that was helping me, that was guiding me, because starting an NGO was not a small thing. It's not something that you should just take for granted and just what's this one? You have to be very intentional. In fact, you will not even know what to do. You have to know what to do. Actually, you need to know what to do so that you will not do what is wrong. So I started a Facebook group with Deborah Onumajuru, Rachel Chidi, right? We started together, posting every day, engaging back to back. I started a WhatsApp group, I started a Telegram group. I was teaching back to back, creating offers, creating packages, and then later I evolved from a business into an NGO. So I stopped the business aspect and I was doing majorly NGO. Then December 2021, we started the medical outreaches, free medical outreaches. So we had to source for funds for medical outreaches, right? Now, why am I saying all this story? I'm saying this story to inspire in you that anything is possible, right? Anything is possible. So the same 2021 in July, I started Stepped Up Global Consults. Though I was told to hold on that you need time to first of all build your NGO to some level before you start a business, but I was so certain that I was to start immediately. So I started in July 3rd of July 2021, and to God be the glory, it's been good news. So now I had to be attending to social media content for pregnancy, and then social media content for nurses and health professionals in general, right? Which was not easy. It's not a walk in the park. It's not something that you just say, let me just do it anyhow it comes. I cannot come and keep myself. You just have to put in as much as you can. So what I was posting here and there, and at the point I discovered that it was draining me, it was sucking my blood. So I had to cut down on some things. Then I had to employ people to help me, right? I had to employ a graphic designer. I had to employ a Facebook manager. I had to employ a LinkedIn manager. I got on LinkedIn in 2021, or was it 2022? I thought, yes, I got on LinkedIn 2021. I think just after, was it 2021? It's like I'm confused now. But I've been on LinkedIn for, this is my 3rd year. I'll be clocking my 3rd year on LinkedIn. So trust me, I started my business. I started my NGO. 2021 it was a great year. I started a lot of things. 2021, 2022, my Stepped Up Global Consults became multi-dimensional, right? We branched off into 3 branches. Now we have Stepped Up Nurse Academy, Stepped Up Speakers Academy, and Stepped Up Mentorship Academy. Stepped Up Mentorship Academy just started in 2023. Stepped Up Speakers Academy started in 2022. But Stepped Up Nurse Academy started in 2021. So it was every year. It was an every year stuff. 2024, I don't know what God is bringing. But I think I'm just fine with those 3 sublets of Stepped Up Global Consults, right? And now starting those things were not because I just wanted problem. I was impacting lives, and in the process of impacting lives, I gave a name to what I was doing. Because if the thing you're doing is not recognizable, then you yourself don't know what to term it as. But I think God was leading me all through. And Pregnant Support Foundation was inspired by God, because I was just on my table, my dining table. If you read my book, Pregnant Support, that's my very first book, and I published it April 2021. That was just 3 months, 2.5 months after I started Pregnancy Support Foundation. I just had the inspiration to write the book, and I wrote the book and I published it on my birthday. That's on the 16th of April. So that's 2021. 2022, I published three books at once, right, on my birthday. 2023, I published 5 books at once, right? That's 2023, right? This 2024, I think I'm going to publish more than 5 books, right? 5 books is the benchmark, but the way I'm seeing it, I've already outlined the about 8 books I'm going to write. But it's not challenge. The challenging part of it is the money I'm going to spend to pay editors, to pay my publishers, to get the book out there, right? To do the actual thing I should do for my book, right? So that's the major challenge. Now, how was I able to do these things? I think for me, what actually helped me was banking on the grace of God, right? So I think if you want to achieve anything this year, write them out, like I taught in a free class, right? Write those things out and then give a deadline to it. Then that's put a time frame that you want to achieve it. For instance, these books I want to write, I already said I was going to launch 5 books on my birthday. So anything it is I want to do, I must be done writing the books and get them to the editor on time to edit and send back to me for publishing. Do you understand? So that was very, very important, that I smashed my goals, because if I didn't put a date to it, that is how the whole year will pass and I will not achieve it. So please, if you want to write anything down now, break that goal into sublets. Like, okay, I'm going to be done writing. I'm going to be done writing this book at a particular period. I'm going to be done doing this one at a particular time. I'm going to be done doing that one at a particular time. If you don't put time into it, it will not work. Now, get a book. If you don't get a book, you might be just be listening to me. She said we should get a book, but I don't have a book. Get a book. If you don't get that book, you will not achieve anything. Get a book, then you can use social media. You can use your phones. You can use a notepad on your phone. But there's nothing like a hard copy. So get a book and write those things down, and then be ready to sacrifice your time. Be ready to sacrifice your money. If you don't want to sacrifice your money, you will not achieve anything. Trust me. If you have the mindset that, I don't have money, I'm not going to do this thing, just be determined that if you put yourself out there, it will be achievable. Like when I wanted to have the first medical outreach, it looked impossible. But because it was a medical outreach, I sourced for funds, and when I got funds, I added some part of my money to it, and then we had the first medical outreach. And the second and the third, that was how I smashed those goals. For the books, I already told you, I gave myself a time bound to achieve those things, right? And then when I started onboarding clients for my coaching program, because when I started Stepped Up Nurse Academy, I had packages. I created the website. I work with my website designer almost every day to create my website. I recorded all my sessions for all my programs. I onboarded them into my website. So I have an educational website, sna.org.ng. So it was quite very challenging. 2022 was very challenging for me. So I had to do that, to put all those programs on my website, the voice recordings, the video recordings, the texts, everything. I put it on board, but I had to put time into it. And see, you need doggedness, you need determination, you need persistence, you need consistency. Consistency has what worked for me for LinkedIn, because there was a time on LinkedIn I was getting 2 likes at the beginning, but at the point when I'd gotten to the top, I started nose diving again, despite being a coach to other people. I was nose diving, and I was wondering what was happening, despite having page managers. Right now that I'm doing well on LinkedIn, like at least I'm doing beyond 100 people engagements, right, comments and likes and all of that. Right now I don't even have a manager. The last person said she could not put up with the work again, and I had to move on and do it myself. So I do it anytime I'm free, and I'm still doing my paid job. So I do these things at night when I'm free, and I use pockets of time. So if you have pockets of time, don't use your pockets of time to talk. I talk, or I gist, I play, and I watch TV, but I don't waste too much time on those things to be so consequential to achieving my aims, right? If you know me very well, I'm a person that likes to talk. So it's not as though I have communities that I talk, I vent, I vent my frustration, I vent my anger. I am a normal person, but still I always have the focus that I must achieve a particular aim at a particular time. So my sharing with you, I hope, will encourage you to stay on course. By God's grace, I've been able to make a lot of money, and I know that this 2024 I'm going to make much more. I'm going to make times 10 of what I made in 2022 and 2023 from my coaching programs. And I've started seeing the signs. God has been good. God has been really good. I've stepped down to earning in 6 figures, right, from my coaching programs. But I know that as you're listening to me, as you're watching me right now, the same thing can happen to you, happen for you, happen with you if you make up your mind today that it will happen in that manner. So come along with me, right? Work with me closely, right? Even after you are done with this session, you are still free to reach out to me if you have to reach out to me to take any of my coaching programs, right? Because those coaching programs will put you on track. It will help you not to make mistakes. It will help you not to lose money unnecessarily. That's the importance of having a coach or a mentor, someone that's gone ahead of you. You don't just lose money and waste time, valuable time that you should use to do other important things, right? And it will help you to learn to delegate, learn to supervise properly, and learn to motivate yourself, because many times people will not motivate you. You'll be the one to inspire yourself, to motivate yourself, to encourage yourself, right? So thank you so much for listening and for watching this video, right? I wish us best of luck, and please do well to engage the other contents I'll be sharing with us in this program. Please don't back out and don't say, oh, I'm tired, what she's saying. Well, everything she's saying, just talk, just empty talk. I want to work with you practically so that you will get results. So, but I cannot do that without your cooperation. I need your maximum cooperation, right? So write out, that's your task, right? Write out everything you plan to achieve in 2023, and every month tag something to every month. That's okay, this in January I want to achieve this, February I want to achieve this, March I want to achieve this. And if you write it out that way, I can work with you in a way that you will achieve each of your goals for each of those months. And that is how 2024 will be an awesome month for you. But I need you to have the belief that you will achieve those things, those 12 things you've written for each month. And you are free to write more than one thing for each month. You can write 2, 3, 4, 5 things, depending on how big your God is, right? Thank you so much. Have a marvelous day. Once again, I am Adeswa Oni, the Stepped Up Nurse.